Picture this. A satellite orbiting 700 kilometers above Egypt fires radar pulses straight into the desert. The waves pass through layers of rock and sand 2 kilometers deep, and what they reveal sends shock waves through the archaeological world. Chambers, shafts, and spiral corridors descending into the earth. A vast, hidden network beneath the pyramids and the Great Sphinx, unseen by human eyes for thousands of years. Some call it the discovery of the century, others call it pseudoscience. But the truth is, artificial intelligence is now peering beneath the sands of Egypt, and it's revealing things no human ever could. By the end of this video, you'll understand how AI is being used to scan beneath the Giza plateau, why the results have split the scientific community, and what this technology means for the future of archaeology and our understanding of the past. Stay with me, because this story might change what we think we know about human history. In early 2025, a team of Italian researchers, Professor Corrado Malanga from the University of Pisa, Dr. Filippo Biondi from Strathclyde University, and Egyptologist Armando May, held a press conference. They presented high-resolution radar scans showing something extraordinary: a series of underground voids extending nearly 2 kilometers in every direction beneath the pyramids and the Sphinx. The data appeared to show corridors, chambers, and 8 massive vertical shafts, some several meters wide, each descending hundreds of meters, wrapped by what looked like spiral staircases. If accurate, it would be the largest subterranean structure ever found in Egypt. The team didn't dig a single hole. They used synthetic aperture radar combined with Doppler tomography, the same technology NASA uses to study volcanoes and earthquakes from orbit. Artificial intelligence analyzed the returning radar signals, separating natural formations from potential architecture. Pattern by pattern, line by line, it built a 3D model of the unseen world below Giza. When those models were revealed, they lit up the archaeology community like wildfire. Had we just discovered the ancient world's biggest secret? Or had the machine simply fooled us? Within days, Egypt's former Minister of Antiquities, Dr. Zahi Hawass, called the findings fake news. He said the data was neither scientifically validated nor peer-reviewed, pointing out that decades of ground-penetrating radar and seismic studies had found only small voids. Other experts echoed his view. The scans might show natural fissures or errors created by over-processed data, but the researchers stood their ground. Dr. Biondi insisted that multiple independent analyses confirmed the same geometry. He said, "The Giza Plateau conceals a vast subterranean complex, possibly an underground city." And Armando May made the boldest claim of all, that the site's foundations could date back not to 2500 BCE, but to 36,000 BCE, a time when mainstream archaeology says advanced civilization didn't exist. That statement turned a technical debate into a global controversy. If true, it would rewrite human history. If false, it risked dragging legitimate archaeology into conspiracy territory. So, who's right? To find out, we have to understand what artificial intelligence can and can't actually see. Modern AI systems can process terabytes of multispectral satellite data, infrared, radar, even gravitational scans, to detect faint geometric patterns invisible to the human eye. Neural networks trained on known archaeological sites learn what buried human structures look like. Symmetry, angles, densities, temperature differences. When those same models scan new regions, they highlight places where those patterns repeat. That's how researchers have already located lost temples in Cambodia, Viking settlements in Norway, and hundreds of unrecorded burial sites across the Middle East. In testing, these systems achieve over 80% accuracy when predicting genuine archaeological structures. But here's the catch. AI doesn't understand what it sees. It finds patterns, even when they might be illusions. In other words, it's as good at creating mysteries as solving them. That's why Egypt's authorities have been cautious. Excavation is irreversible. Once you dig, you destroy part of the context forever. So for now, the Sphinx and its plateau remain untouched, guarded by law, by heritage, and perhaps by fear of what we might find. The Giza dispute isn't just about data. It's about power. AI is changing who gets to explore the past. For centuries, archaeology belonged to governments and institutions with funding, manpower, and access. Now, a small group of researchers with a satellite feed and an algorithm can uncover secrets that used to take decades. That democratization is revolutionary, but it also disrupts authority. If private scientists or corporations can map ancient sites from space, who owns the discoveries? The nation? The researcher? The company that trained the model? It's already happening elsewhere. Mining firms use similar AI scans to find mineral deposits. Treasure hunters use them to locate shipwrecks. And now, the same techniques are pointed at the cradles of civilization. History, for the first time, is being mapped by machines. And that raises a haunting question. When AI becomes the archaeologist, who writes the story of the past? Despite the controversy, AI-driven archaeology isn't fringe science. Projects led by NASA, MIT, and the University of Cairo are already combining LiDAR, radar, and machine learning to create hyper-detailed underground maps of heritage sites worldwide. In Saqqara alone, AI has helped locate more than a dozen previously unknown tomb entrances, all later verified through excavation. The same type of technology now surveys the Sphinx Plateau. Early data points to several unexplored anomalies extending toward the Great Pyramid. Nothing conclusive, but enough to prove that beneath the desert, something is there, natural or not. For Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, this presents both opportunity and risk. A new discovery could be the biggest in living memory. A false alarm could ignite a media circus that undermines legitimate science. So, for now, the sands stay sealed, and the data stays digital. For 4,000 years, the Great Sphinx has kept its silence. Half lion, half human, carved from living rock. Its face eroded, its origin uncertain, its gaze fixed on eternity. But for the first time in history, we're beginning to see beneath it. Not with torches or trowels, but with code. Maybe the first discoveries AI makes won't be about the future, but about the forgotten past. Maybe the oldest mysteries on Earth will be solved not by archaeologists, but by algorithms. Yet there's one truth even technology can't erase. The more we uncover, the more questions appear. If AI really has seen what humans never could, chambers, corridors, spiral passages carved beneath the desert, then we're standing at the edge of a revelation that could change how humanity sees itself. And if it's wrong, then the Sphinx will continue to stare into the horizon, untouched, undefeated, and still holding its secret. The Sphinx was built as a riddle, a challenge carved in stone. Now, artificial intelligence is trying to answer that riddle, pixel by pixel. But the question remains: when machines start rewriting the story of our past, how much of that story still belongs to us? Because whether those chambers exist or not, one thing is certain: we've built an intelligence that can see deeper than we ever could. And what it finds beneath the sands of time might reveal as much about us as it does about the ancients. If this story made you think differently about AI and the mysteries it's uncovering, hit the like button. It helps more people discover these deep dives. Subscribe for weekly breakdowns of how artificial intelligence is transforming our world, from the future above us to the secrets buried below. and share this episode with someone who still believes the Sphinx has told us all its secrets. Because the future isn't coming. It's already here.